This is a unboxing of a telescope. I think this is one of the Skywatcher ones. Yeah, I was right. This is the Infinity 76 millimeter telescope that is really lovely. It's like a Astroscan 2000, which the late American company Edmond Scientific used to sell. That was quite pricey. This one has a parabolic mirror, and I saw the moment I saw it, I thought that, oh, I have to get it for the kids. They will love this. And as you see, it's here. Okay. Okay, I have to take this out and let you see. Okay, this is the stand of it, and this is the actual telescope, and it stands on that. You can hold it around your neck exactly like the Astroscan. It has 2 eyepieces and 1 border lens. It's like this. It's cute. You have to lift that thingy. When you lift it, it comes like that. So the kid can take it in their lap like this, turn it around, and that's the mirror, parabolic mirror. You can put it on the table with that stand that I showed you, and this is for the eyepiece. As you can see, you put the eyepiece here. It's a lovely little easy to work telescope, and 76 millimeter, quite nice. This is a Barlow lens. Oh no, that's a good lens. It's wide angle, 30 times. I think this is the 25 millimeter. This must be the 10. This must be a Barlow. And beautiful telescope, shaped like a penguin or shaped like a little rocket. Spaceship, huh? You like it? It's the first time I see Susan likes a telescope. Yeah, it's lovely for the kids. Easy to use, you know, it doesn't have anything heavy, dangerous, you know, metal bars and metal weights, masses. It's easy to work. Okay, this is the telescope, Skywatcher Infinity. And the amazing view of this that I had with this of the M42 and the moon, probably I had with this telescope. There's a lot of targeting and easy, not very as straightforward as this. And I must say the best view of the M42, the widest view, with the 15x, 15 times magnification, was with this telescope. To have such a view, I have to spend a lot of money on the expensive eyepieces for this, which I have spent already. And this one does that in a cheap package. I've read some bad reviews about this, and I've really expected something horrible. This is the best telescope I can tell that you can have. It's easy to target, it's easy to find, and it's really easy to actually, you know, it's powerful, it's really good. The magnification, you can go up to 50 times, but with the lower power you can see more actually, because the deeper sky objects like M42 and the Andromeda Galaxy Nebula is much easier in a wide angle view, and this telescope can give that. And I'm looking at that direction in the sky, and I've found the M42 beautifully preserved. I don't know how I can get it to show you, but I will try anyway. Probably around, yeah, a lot of telescopes I have, and from any size, big you can see I have the smallest. This is a toy telescopes I have. It reminds me of the Astroscan telescope that I used to have when I was a kid at Mont Scientific, the red one, famous bowl. And this one is similar to that, but the reach field of this, oh god, is amazing. This is the richest field I've ever seen in a telescope. I love this. I'm going to give this for the grandchildren, but I'm going to buy one for myself also. I don't want to give it away so easily. It's such a rich field telescope. Such a gentle touch when you want to turn it. Just touch this ball, this beautiful shaped ball. You just change it a little bit, turn it a little slightly. With this one, you have to adjust the alt azimuth, all this. Oh no, that's the one for me. I love it. I don't know what those horrible reviewers were telling. I don't think they knew anything about astronomy. This is the best thing if you have. You have to be a little bit more, knowledgeable and vigilant in what we are looking for. It's beautiful. It's practically a finder scope. And you can go for the high magnification, use it as a telescope, normal for high magnification. But low magnification, brilliant. I love it. And it's not a spherical mirror inside it. The mirror inside is actually a parabolic. Parabolic it doesn't have any coma. Coma aberration. It doesn't have a coma-free telescope. It's a toy telescope, coma-free. Now I have changed the eyepiece to the 50 times, and as you can see, it's so easy to find the target back. With this one, if you lose the target, you have to fiddle with it for half an hour just to find it. This, of course, is a go-to. You can use the go. But with this one, it's so gentle you can push it, and it brings it back again. Oh, I love this telescope. I think it's not for the kids just. Adults can use this. Oh! I can barely see the trapezium of the Orion Nebula, that famous asterism. These are several stars which are really at the heart of the M42, and they are very bright. Very young and bright stars, and they're very close together. They're kind of, we call it binary stars or multiple stars, and they're very close. With this one I can see them. I can individually see 3 of them with the 50 times magnification. It's not a toy, and it's so easy when you use this part. You think these flaps of the penguin are just as a toy. It's not. They're like handles that you can hold and just turn the telescope. Looking at the moon with this 50 times magnification eyepiece, and I could see the Alpine Valley. That's a challenge for any normal telescope. It was very cold. In this video I will show you how to modify this so it can take the eyepieces other than the spiral shaped eyepieces of that. This is a normal Super 25 wide angle Skywatcher eyepiece. The eyepieces that this telescope gets are special. They're easy for the kids to play with. But if you want, you can modify it and you can get adapted to other eyepieces. The first one, easily, I just put this knife here. This knife, normal kitchen knife. And I snapped it. And I will do this for the second one, which is this one at the center, you see. And I will try to remove it now. Let me do it. I have several of these telescopes, so it doesn't matter if it goes wrong, one of them. I bought it really cheap. So I'm just doing sacrifice on that. This one has been owned by somebody who probably had a kid, and they just put it all the labels. These labels come free with it, with a stand also, with the eyepiece and a cap. And there is also a cap for this. In this one, I have removed it. Okay, I've removed that one also. I cut it practically. And this is that piece of pin. Yeah, this is that one. Quite tiny, 1 millimeter. So I will cut it. See, now the eyepiece just slides in and out instead of twisting it, which was the way it was with the groove and this spiral grooves and the pin. Now I just can push it in. Now let me bring another eyepiece and just see how it is. So I have now this eyepiece, which is a 30 millimeter Celestron Ultima series fully multi-coated, and this is the original 20 millimeter. I think is 30 times erect image, of course, but 30 times, that means around 20 millimeter. This is 30 millimeter, so it gives me wide angle view. So let me try it with this. Sorry, this is 12 millimeter. 20 millimeter is the 15 times one, which doesn't come with this. I have a separate one, but just wanted to be able to use this bigger eyepieces with that. And let us see how it is. Oh, it easily fits here. Easily fits, and it easily comes to focus. I can say that. Of course, I have to turn off the flash just to see the. Yeah, As you can see through the curtain to the landscape beyond. By the way, oh, okay. Okay, like many other wide-angle views that use with the wide-angle eyepiece used with the Newtonian, you can see the central obstruction of the secondary mirror. If you can ignore it after a while, you get used to it, and I will not see that practically. But you can use now any other eyepiece on this, as far as it is 1.25 of inch eyepiece. So really good improvement. Really happy with the result. And I have modified it now. It is a proper astronomical grab-and-go tabletop telescope, as good as Astroscan 2001. The whole thing is not any bigger than this kettle, almost as big as the kettle, or slightly bigger than the kettle. I'll put them side by side so you can see. Yeah, slightly bigger than the kettle. And it's in the kitchen. Where in the world you can use a telescope in a kitchen tabletop? So the modification was successful. We removed the pins. You can use now proper astronomical eyepieces on this. And of course you have a rectangle image eyepiece that you can use. I can use any 20mm just to reach the 15 times magnification that can be the Delux version of this telescope. This is 30mm, which is really wide angle. And yeah, 40mm ones even, and we can try anything, you know. Practically, I can use any of my planetary TMB and Celestron meet, or any Revelation, I don't know, Olivon, and any eyepiece that I have, Pulsar, Nagler, anything that you can use with a 1.25 of inch eyepiece. Okay, as you can see now, I have modified it with the eyepiece. I've cut those two bits, and I can now use a 25mm eyepiece on this, which actually gives me only 10 times magnification, like a binocular, but with the versatility of a bigger mirror. 76cm mirror. 76cm lens is costly. If you have a binocular, that's really costly. You're talking about 200. With this one, easy. You can buy it for as little as £10, or even cheaper. I know people have bought it for 99p. Hello, buddy. I cannot walk, actually. I feel I'm drunk a little bit too much. Just for the sake of comparison, also use it on this. It doesn't have enough focus, inward focus, to reach focus. Maybe with a Barlow will reach focus. I have to try it. Hallelujah! APM 100 degrees and the Skywatcher Infinity toy telescope, as you call it. I call it a scientific instrument. That's really good. I can see focus with just using a Barlow. The only problem using this is that with one hand I have to hold this. Oh, I don't need even to hold it. Ta-da! The APM 100 degrees is almost the size of the telescope itself. And it worth, about this far, the telescope £5. The eyepiece, I think, £200. So £250. So if you add it together, that's 50 times more expensive than this. Of course, I added the nose piece of the Barlow just to bring it to focus. It doesn't have enough inward focus. So now with that works, I can use it with this. I'm the only one in the board probably has used the Skywatcher Infinity 76 with the most expensive eyepiece in the 100 range eyepieces in this range of APM spacewalk experiment. Okay, this is the Skywatcher Infinity, and this is a Celestron Extrapolar Explorer scope. Which one I prefer? I've not tested much on this, but movements are easy in this one. Movements are very difficult in this one. You may say it's sturdy. It's bigger, of course, gives a good clear image, but field of view with this eyepiece is limited, so I suppose that we can use another eyepiece with this. This is a standard eyepiece. There is a glue or grease here that is applied to hold this eyepiece together. There is also a kind of glass here which makes it cut a job quick somehow. And so these are the points that I have. The image it provides is clear. As far as I could see, it's cloudy outside, so I really cannot be a good judge on that. I saw the moon from behind the clouds, reasonably good. And if I use a long, wider true field of view eyepiece, probably gives me a good wide angle rich field. So far my impression is that this is really easy, super easy to move and target. This is difficult to move, and I already see a crack here. It's not a crack, but this is where the telescope is built. The good news is that you can actually adjust the telescope's mirror from here, which is rare for this. With this one is fixed, you cannot do that. So there are points and weaknesses in both of them. I think this is perfect for my purpose. The only nagging is that the eyepiece has a special spiral shape that you have to use their own eyepiece, unless you cut the groove that actually is there inside it. And I pointed to it here. These two, if you cut them, snap them by a plier, you can use any normal 1 1¼ inch eyepiece on this. Other than that, I've not much used this one. Definitely not seen the moon clear, because I've seen the moon through a cloud, and it's bigger, but it's 4mm bigger probably. In the mirror size I'm talking about. It looks funny, not as easy as this to move, and at the same time the price is the same. This is discontinued, probably because of the problems they had. This is yet in production, and you can find it and buy it. And I recommend when you buy this one, get there's a German shop, German website that actually sell the wide angle eyepiece for this. That's a 15 times one, 20mm eyepiece. Get that one, because that will be really helpful for you when you want to use it as a rich field telescope, which is really what I recommend. And this one I have to test it yet on a clear night. Many of you now probably have a clear sky, and you can see things in the sky that you try to understand. For example, there among the leaves of the tree there is a bright star, and that is called planet Venus. So you want to understand it, there are books about it, there are websites, there are YouTube channels. You can just go and just learn about them. You don't need anything more than your eyes, for observing, seeing something. That will probably inspire you to learn more, to ask more questions, to see things that you probably could not notice before because of a busy lifestyle that everybody has. Because of the coronavirus lockdown, many people practically are housebound. So picking up a hobby like astronomy can be something nice. Besides using your eyes, you can just get very simple tools. I'll show you a few. You can observe the night sky with your normal eye visually without any optical instrument. But tools, very simple ones like this one. I bought it for about £5 from the eBay. You can buy similar things. If you want them new, you can buy it for £30–40, depending where you are. $40 or I don't know, in ringgit or rupee or wherever. The good thing about this telescope is that, first of all, it has a good eyepiece. It has a parabolic mirror, which is quite rare to have such a lovely mirror inside for primary mirror. It is 76mm, so bigger than most of the telescope that we had as a kid. I never had a bigger telescope than 1 inch. This is practically 2.5 inch telescope, 3 inch actually. So It's easy to use. The telescope that you will enjoy more is the one that you can use. Big telescopes have a lot of whistles and blows. They have mount, they have heavy weights. You have to set up in outdoors. You cannot do it in your room. It takes a lot of space. This one is a tabletop. Practically, you can just use it on the table. Anytime you want, you can just point it at something and just look. It has an eyepiece, 30 times eyepiece. It's for also good for terrestrial viewing. You can get a 15 times eyepiece, which gives you wider field of view. And it's really good for, for kids. It looks very kiddie. The first thing you will do is to put the stickers that comes with the telescope on the on the body of it. But it's a serious tool. I'm telling you, this is a good telescope. We really wish to have such a thing when we were a kid. Never was such things available. It was really posh. Now you can have it for such a inexpensive price. And with this, you can observe the moon, you can see the planets, you can see phase of the Venus. As you can see, Venus is there between the branches of tree. And you can look at the night skies, you can see the satellites of the Jupiter, you can look at the rings of the Saturn. It's easy to carry with yourself, just put it, you can even put it with you in a car and just take it anywhere you want. Just to study from your bonnet of your car if you don't want to scratch it, of course. That's another story. You can put a towel on your bonnet. And it's easy to use. You can even hug it in your arms. Just watch with it without the stand. This is the stand of it. Very simple. The telescope can turn around. We can point it anywhere. Believe me, the biggest problem when you have a telescope is how to find anything with it. And how to move it around is also a problem. So with this one, you don't have that problem. Easy. It's easy. Everybody can use it. Any kid can use it. It's not a toy. I'm telling you, it's not a toy. It looks like a toy. It's not a toy. It's a serious scientific instrument. So we go to this subject of the observing the planet Venus. As you can see, it's between the branches of the trees, playing hide and seek with us. I don't know if you can see it. Next minute over you can see. And this is a nice object to start your night with. Learn the constellation, learn about the sky. You have the time now. Enjoy. Oh, I never saw a red one of this. Oh, always blue. And a Skywatcher. Now Tasco has it. Let's just remove it from the box. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Cute handle. Oh, that's available in the United States of America. So that eyepiece has a image erector, so you can use it for terrestrial viewing also. 30 times. Just use it. Oh, so cute. So there's a pin here, and the pin engages with this. And then you can focus in and out. Nice, to avoid the break pinion. Let's just have a look inside. That has a parabolic mirror. Very nice. Mirror is nice. Oh, better than a blue one. Everybody has a blue. Let's look how the view looks like through this eyepiece and this telescope. That was the view. I must say the red one is so cute.